Hey guys, it's Jen, aka Wiggalicious. This video is about mom shaming, parent shaming, even pet shaming. Um, I don't believe in that stuff at all. Look, as long as you're taking care of your kids, you're providing a good home for them, you're feeding them, they go to school. I mean, good for you, but everybody has the right to raise their kids the way they want. You know what I mean? It's like it's nobody's right to tell somebody else how to raise their kid. I mean, you can raise your kid how you want, and we will raise our kids how we want, you know? We choose not to raise our kids in a bubble, you know? I notice a lot of parents, they won't let their kids, watch, certain, TV. And of course, I mean, to a certain point, obviously. But why, shelter your kid from the realities of the world? We live in a horrible world. There's a lot of hate, there's a lot of violence, and I think it's unhealthy to raise your kid to think that, life is like peaches and cream and everything's great and, you know, everything's going to be wonderful, because that's not life. Life is filled with a lot of ups and downs, a lot of, happiness, a lot of sadness, a lot of, horrible things. And I think it's only right to show your kid, what is out there, what, other people experience, how other people live. You know what I mean? I remember we brought our kids to Philadelphia maybe like, I don't know, a year ago, 2 years ago, or something like that. And we didn't know where we were going, and we got lost in a bad area. And my kids were like in shock. They were like, wow, people live like this, oh my God. And I was just like, yeah. I was like, what do you think? Everybody just like lives in, nice houses, nice neighborhoods, and this and that. And I was just like, you know, I was like, these kids really need to experience. I mean, they grew up when they were little, they lived in New York. I mean, they were in Brooklyn a lot. I mean, Staten Island is pretty much suburbia, whatever you want to call it. But you know, they grew up seeing a lot of Brooklyn and stuff like that, but not really like the real, like, how other people live, and I think that's very important that kids see that. I grew up not being sheltered. I could have been, but I chose not to be sheltered. I grew up in Staten Island, and I came from an upper middle class family, went to private schools and stuff like that. But I chose not to live my life in a bubble. So I experienced a lot of things on my own, and it made me a better person. And I think it makes everybody a better person when you see how other people live, when you look at other, like, cultures, religions. You should be educated. I think when you live in a bubble, you become very ignorant to other people, and I don't think that's the way to be. So anyway, that's my opinion on that. And also, like, with pet shaming, it's like, how many animals are abused and neglected and left in the shelters, or they're just left on the street? I mean, as long as you're taking care of your pet, and you're feeding them, and you love them, and you don't mistreat them and stuff like that, why pet shame? I mean, my God, it's like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I'm just venting because I just don't get a lot of things, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.